Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You can tell somebody's mental state by looking at their environment. Say, for example, their house. If somebody's got a really messy, fucked up house, that's a reflection of their mindset, of their mentality. They got a messy, fucked up mind. They got all kinds of shit going on in there. They got thoughts everywhere, just like the clutter everywhere. They got skeletons and dirt, malevolence everywhere inside their head, just like they got grime and cockroaches, and mold and nastiness in their house. Your environment is a reflection of you, how you keep your room. Do you keep your room clean? Do you put your clothes away after you do your laundry? Do you, how do you keep your surroundings? That's just such a basic element of survival that a lot of people fail at. I think it's worth being clean. I mean, we live in a day and age where people are kind of hypochondriacs anyways with the virus and all that crap. But, so I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not going to hurt you to wipe some surfaces down and to clean up a little bit. But it'll make you happier. Make you feel more on top of your life. Clean your whole house up. If it takes all weekend, so that's what you're doing this weekend. Cleaning your house. Clean your room. Fold your laundry. Stay on top of that shit. It's the most basic, elements of our daily operations, our weekly chores. Mow your grass. Get on top of everything about your environment. So when you come home from your long day of work and the week has beat you down, you can come home to a place that doesn't overwhelm you, doesn't bring you down, doesn't depress you. Make your place smell nice. Make your place look nice. Give yourself less to do. You're doing yourself a favor when you're cleaning up. Instead of being so angry about the chore of it, realize that you're doing this as a gift. You're giving someone a gift. You're giving yourself a gift. An amazing gift. And the next time you come home from a long day and that day's tough and you're on the edge, you're walking the line, you've been triggered as fuck all day, you fight or flight was the only way you got home, and you got a messy, stinky, fucked up house. Your yard's overgrown. The mailbox is all busted up. You just feel like there's a never-ending list of shit to do. I suck. You demoralize yourself. Just make yourself, how can you be proud of who you are? Feel confident that I can take care of things. You can't even take care of your simple environment. You can't even pick the socks up off your floor. Make your bed. You should make your bed every day. I make my bed the second I wake up. I get out of bed and I make it. And I don't want to. I do it as a gift to myself. I'm giving myself a gift because I love every night when I go to bed to be able to get into a freshly made bed. I don't want to get into a messy bed. I don't want to make my bed and to struggle with the sheets and the blankets and the pillows before I get in there. I just want to lie down and go to sleep, man. Fucking life is hard enough. Simple act of just going to bed all of a sudden turns into this fucking nightmare. Make things easier on yourself. Give yourself these gifts. You can go further than that. You might want to change your environment. Not just clean it up. And that's so essential. But you might want to change it. Leaving California was hard for me. It was hard. I had a major moral dilemma over it. I had to really sit down and do some thinking, some serious thinking. Is this the right decision? Am I gonna leave the place I love so much? And I have West Coast tattooed on my hand. I'm dedicated to the West Coast like a motherfucker. And I moved. You know why? Well, it was because I had goals that were greater than me. And I realized that if I want to accomplish these goals, I'm going to have to be willing to do what it takes. And sometimes what it takes is to leave the area you're in, because the area you're in may not be conducive towards the success that you're looking for. California, for me, was an incredibly expensive place to operate a motorcycle shop. I had my shop out there for about 4 years, and the overhead was outrageous. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every week just to make the fucking rent. You can spend 10 grand a month in rent in LA for a warehouse in a bad neighborhood. That's just the rent on the warehouse. You haven't talked about your electric bill yet or any of the other utilities. And then you have your operational costs for your business, and it just all mounts up. I came here to Florida. You know how much rent on a giant warehouse costed me here in Florida? $500 compared to $10,000. Sell a bike for the same amount. All of a sudden, my entire overhead to run a business that was a larger, more successful business in a better location with tons of other motorcycle shops around me, whereas my shop in LA was down off Washington Boulevard near La Brea, kind of a fucked up little area. It's hard to get people to come down there. Kind of no man's land. Maybe it's been gentrified now, but back then it was nothing. So it was a no-brainer. I didn't have to sit too long. I mean, I went down to the beach and I pondered it and I was like, should I do this? Should I stay here? Let me see what my choices are. I'm living in the jungle. I just moved out of the flats. I can't seem to figure out how to live in a nice neighborhood in California. Every place I go to is some fucking neighborhood that rap stars sing about. And I can stay here living like shit with no real end in sight. Or I could move to Florida, buy a house for nothing with a pool, live right off the beach in a great neighborhood for the first time in my life ever. This is the first time ever in my life that I've lived in a safe neighborhood. And people ask me, why don't I go back to California? For what? You know, I never forget the day that I left. It really showed me that this was not a bad decision. This was a good decision. The day that I left started off a little conflicting because I went down to Marina del Rey, beautiful area, went to the beach. I was the only one on the beach. It was early in the morning. It was beautiful out, perfect weather. And I just sat there and kind of said my goodbyes to the beach and to the Pacific Ocean. Realized that this is a hard fucking breakup. I don't really want to go, but I have this dream. I went up to Hollywood to go visit some old friends because I had a bunch of Hollywood friends. And I went up there later in the afternoon to go hang out with them and brought my brother with me. He moved here to Florida with me. He was a little bit resistant about the move to Florida at first, about the idea. I talked him into it, just to kind of inspire him with the goal. Do you want to do this shop or not? We have to be able to have an economy that's more conducive to what we can do. And I laid it out on paper to him, and it made sense to him. And he was on board, but he didn't want to go. And he told me a couple times, maybe I'll stay. We drove up to Hollywood. We were on our way back, actually, after we hung out with our friends. We were on our way back down to the jungle. Fucked up, stupid neighborhood. I was on Hollywood Boulevard and Vine, right by the Capitol Records building. We're sitting there in bumper to bumper traffic. It's always busy up there. Right on the sidewalk next to us, right fucking there, are two cross-dressing prostitutes in a knife fight. And these guys were dressed in tight little skimpy hooker outfits with wigs, and they're sitting there. They had big knives, big shanks, bone-crushing fucking giant knives. Not some little pocket knife, a little bullshit-ass switchblade. Big kitchen knives. Big knives. At first, I'm startled as fuck because these two The cross-dressers that look like women, but they're not. These were guys. Prostitutes, there's a lot of those types up there. Transgendered prostitutes. They get halfway through their sex change and run out of money. You see some motherfucker with great tits and then a big beard. And these two guys are lunging at each other. But that was the funniest part. This is what I realized, that this is not worth dialing 911 for. We're stuck right in traffic. This is happening, I mean, right there, 10 feet away from my car. These guys are lunging at each other with these wrists that are just flopping and have these giant shanks in their hands. And they're just, one would lunge at the guy and he would go like that. And the other one would lunge back. And they just kind of did this in this dance, this fruitcake knife fight dance. It was hilarious. We just stood there, just silent, just like, oh my God. I mean, only in Hollywood. You just never see that anywhere else. In fact, I told my brother, and I was just like, look, you want to know why we're leaving? He was like, well, the motorcycle shop. I know you told me, and I think it's a good idea. I was just like, I know, yeah, the motorcycle shop, but you really want to know why we're leaving? And he was like, why? I was like, that right there, motherfucker. That kind of shit. Where we're going, they don't have that kind of shit. I just got sick of all the weirdos. I tried to find myself an environment that was more conducive to my mentality, and I found it. And I've been here for 18 years, and it was the best move I made. And all I'm trying to point out is that your environment matters. It's all food for thought. Thanks for watching.